Zup, zup. As I said, we are going to be streaming this future of gaming thing. I made probably the quickest possible thumbnail that I could, because we're like 3 minutes away from starting. I might make a better thumbnail for when this goes up on the channel, but oh, well, I don't know how long it's gonna take now. Hey, how's it going, man? Minecraft 2, no, Minecraft should never get a sequel. The Sims 5, why the hell would they announce The Sims? Here's what I'm expecting. God of War sequel information, obviously new console information, maybe a deeper dive into the controller, maybe Horizon Zero Dawn 2, maybe some stuff about The Last of Us, probably some stuff we were not expecting at all. Maybe a Bloodborne sequel. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm expecting PlayStation to whip out a new IP, though, to be honest. Uncharted 6? I kind of hope we don't get a new Uncharted because, well, we already finished the story at Uncharted 4. I mean, I guess they could do one with Nathan Drake's daughter, but, you know, I feel like that franchise is spent at this point. GTA 6, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's more of a standalone thing to show. Oh, and maybe we'll get a COD teaser, because we're so far into the year now that I feel like if we're gonna get another COD this year, which we are, it'll probably get teased here since PlayStation has that whole deal with Activision. So yeah. Senua? Nah, because that's an Xbox exclusive. An Xbox and PC exclusive. Senua's Sacrifice. Or whatever the next one is called. So that's not going to be on PlayStation. And I'll full screen it when we're actually watching. But, you know, for now it's just this thing. I like the music, though. The music's cool. Watching both streams. Why are you watching both streams? What's the point of that? Lel. Oh, awesome. How's it going though, Loy boy? I'm thinking maybe make my cam a little bit smaller so that I don't obscure too much. I don't know, what do you guys think of that? So like maybe like that now. And then obviously I gotta shrink this down too. There we go. Well, if you want to give me viewers, make sure to keep me on the main thing, you know, like me clicked on, if that makes sense. Because otherwise it'll only count towards whoever you clicked on at the time. I'm watching two. Oh wait, I already read that. Because you're an epic gamer. Because you like to waste your internet bandwidth and then get throttled, keck. Although I guess that's kind of a thing of the past these days, isn't it? It's 10:01. I was kind of expecting them to be a little late. I don't know why I rushed and made like a really lazy thumbnail. Valhalla gameplay, I doubt that as well, because that's Xbox's thing again. Not that it's an exclusive, but that they have the deal with Xbox. Because Xbox's event showed off Valhalla. I'm not saying they won't show Valhalla here, they might. I just assume that's going to be more of an Xbox event thing later down the line. But we'll see, we'll see. I mean, I'm not ruling it out. It could easily happen. Oh, I think we're starting now, are we? Yeah. Trailer. I think we're getting a trailer right now. Maybe? I mean, it had the whole... No, I think it's the console. I don't know. I'm turning the volume up. Oh yeah, this isn't a game. This is... I don't know what this is. Nah, Todd Howard said we're not going to see anything about Elder Scrolls 6 for a long time, so no, I don't think so. Hey, Triangle. Elden Ring? That'd be cool. Yeah, this is just the opening to the stream. This is just the opening to the stream. That's the O or whatever on the controller. And now it's going to make another shape. Probably The X? Yeah, hey, look at me. I'm big brain. I'm big brain out here. That's obviously the square. And then triangles, that's left by elimination. But who knows, maybe Todd Howard was lying, but I mean, they've only ever announced big stuff at their own Bethesda conferences. So, like, that was a cool animation, but did we really need it? I don't know. Okay, I'm down for this. This is cool.
How we might have ended up.
If only I had 3D glasses right now.
I like the hand we've been dealt.
Oh, that's very loud. If it's ever too loud or too soft, let me know, guys. For me, that was just a bit too loud there. Okay, I've got it at full quality. The stream's just a little bit dodgy itself. It's cool, but I'm not gonna lie, I've never really cared for these opening slates that show us things we've seen before already, you know? Like, sick, I guess? I guess it's just to allow people to filter in, but...
Together, we were destined for something
you know?
great.
PlayStation definitely ruled this current gen and might rule the one coming up, but who knows? We don't know yet. I think it's gonna be...
move here?
Oh.
I guess it was the weather. Or the... I don't know, that thing. That magic.
Oh, this is GTA 5 still. Oh.
I thought we was trying to get out of this bullshit.
I thought it was gonna be something new for a sec.
Sounding more and more like a snee-eye
And then I see... what's his name doing yoga on the mat? I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, surely I can talk over this, right? It's just GTA 5 again. Like, we've seen enough GTA 5 trailers in our lifetime, I think.
Work. We out here gangbanging like it's 91.
Let me guess, new heists. New heists or something, right?
We all love banks.
Like, honestly, who cares? Who cares about new heists at this point? Everyone's so spent on this game. In that dance place in GTA Online, I got in a glitch where I couldn't get out of the dancing and I had to not just restart the game, but restart the launcher to get out of it as well. I mean, yikes. Although, I mean, it's fun. GTA Online is fun. I won't deny that. Okay, so this is the time for... I'm just gonna turn the... When I had it up at that like level, was my voice and the stream's volume at a good level? Could you hear both well, or does one need to get turned up and one need to get turned down? Let me know now, because otherwise, obviously, it'll matter a lot more when we actually see the exciting stuff. Yeah, GTA 5 was great. A Resonant, A Zolas, yes. You can't just say yes to a question that was not a yes or no answer. Oh, it seems fine to you. Okay, see, that's what I needed to hear. Because yes could mean, like, there's two yeses there and there's two no's there, if you know what I mean. That controller does be looking slick, though. And yes, I know that's terrible English, I just like to talk like that. I've literally studied to be an English teacher. Not that I'm doing anything with that degree. Well, it's not a degree, but like, studied for like a year, but whatever. You know what I'm saying.
It was great to kick today off with a look back at just some of the seminal moments of the last 25 years. And what better way to bridge our past and our future than with a game
Nobody
that's
gives a
graced
shit.
every PlayStation
Let's see what the chat is
console,
saying about this.
Grand Theft Auto. It's been a privilege partnering with Rockstar Games for many years now. And we're thrilled to open today with the news that that partnership will continue with PlayStation 5. It's now just over a year since we began sharing technical details of PlayStation 5. But today's the day that we've been looking forward to for years.
3 million?
We get to show you just some of the games that demonstrate our belief that PlayStation 5 marks the biggest generational transition our industry has yet seen. The content we've curated for today's event showcases how PS5 has inspired developers to create new experiences that are transformative.
Now listen, I love PlayStation, but I do not get turned on at all by this like marketing lingo of like PlayStation 5 inspires developers. Shut the hell up, honestly. Shut the hell up about that shit. It's a gaming console. It ain't that deep. Okay, you know? Fuck me. No.
A hero's just someone who doesn't give up. Your dad said that. He was right.
Oh!
Now it's your turn.
Spider-Man, I
Go
think.
be a hero,
Miles Morales, yeah? Oh,
Okay,
that looks great.
let's do this.
I like it. I like it already. Oh, the face graphics look a little Play-Doh-y, but besides that, that was cool. That being said, I haven't played Spider-Man PS4 yet, so I need to catch up on that first. But that does look great.
今日は皆さんに僕らが作っている新しいグランツーリスモの情報をシェアできるということですごく興奮しています。今回のグランツーリスモはおそらくこれまでのねグランツーリスモのファンの方がプレイしたら本当に嬉しいんじゃないかなっていう、キャンペーンモードを中心にしたグランツーリスモになっていると思います。ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
That being said, I loved Gran Turismo 4. It's just when I got my 360, it became a bit more about the Forza life, you know? That being said, they're both very solid racing games for me. I like both almost equally, in fact. Forza 4, one of the best racing games of all time. Gran Turismo 4, one of the best racing games of all time. But I still haven't played a Gran Turismo since 4. I will say racing games are starting to hit a bit of a plateau though, graphics-wise, compared to other games because, you know, it's a lot easier to make objects like cars and things look real than like faces, for example, right? So you look at like a car model in a game and it looks a hell of a lot more real than like a person's face from that same gen. Like take a car from Forza 4, like a rendering of a car from Forza 4, and then take a rendering of a person's face in like another game from that era. And, well, yeah, the car looks more real, right? So for me, obviously they've got to keep the graphical fidelity going higher and higher, but for me what matters more now with these next-gen racing games is like better career mode, better customization, tighter controls, all that stuff. Just little improvements, but enough, you know, more than FIFA does, hopefully. Also, it does look great. I want to read chat, but I also don't want to take my eyes off the screen, because if I had the money, I would have a full racing sim rig here with, you know, gearbox and all. Stick shift. Okay, one thing I'm not liking so far is the sound design. It's very flat. It kind of has no... It could be the YouTube compression, but usually if sound design is really good, it goes through YouTube compression as well because that attention to detail will be prevalent. I don't know, everything just kind of feels like sound design-wise, which is a big thing for me, sound design. So that's a little underwhelming, but you have to remember that I'm watching this trying to critique as much as I can. It like looks fun, but sound design-wise, like Dirt, Rally, and Forza just blew that out of the water. Ever played Forza Horizon series? The only one I played was 4, and that was a crap ton of fun, honestly. What is this, a Bug's Life, bro? Or an Ori and the Blind Forest ripoff? Oh, yes! Ritter!
You all right back there?
Okay, that fucking gets me hard. Oh, wow. I love Ratchet and Clank.
The dimensions are collapsing on one another. If we cannot get to... Right. the ship. I mean, we can't be that far.
Is this going to be a reimagining of the second game? Because I have a reimagining of the first game. I like on the shelf there. That was a great.
How do I steer this thing? Ask nicely. Slow down, please.
I didn't expect them to do another remake. I thought one would be enough. But honestly, I'm all on board for this.
The dimensions are weakening considerably.
Because also for me, when I came to Ratchet and Clank, I got to only play them at my friend's house. So being able to buy these independently and just play them through myself is a great way for me to, you know,
Well, it is certainly
re-experience
not
everything.
Right.
That reminds me of a Doctor Who episode, this little bit. Is this a new one or a reimagining of 2? I actually can't tell because I don't think my friend had 2 at his house. He had 1, he had 3, and he had Gladiator. So I've never actually played 2, so I'm not familiar with this at all. Which really makes you want to buy it, actually.
Ratchet.
I am EAB.
Too late.
B-movie. Epic.
Who?
Hey, Genix. Oh no, you were here earlier. Rift Apart. That is the second one, isn't it? I think. I'm gonna quickly check that.
Hi, I'm Marcus Smith, creative director at Insomniac Games. The entire studio is so excited to be able to share with you a first ever look at Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Oh, it's not.
Brand new, full-length, interdimensional adventure built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5. We're doing things we've never been able to do before, like use dimensional rifts to be able to leap from planet to planet nearly instantly.
But is it a reimagining of
ray trace
2?
reflections
A
on
Crack
Clank.
in Time?
All of our alien
Or
worlds
is it just
are
a
filled
completely
with
new one?
density and life previously unseen. Plus, Ratchet's all-new arsenal is more exciting than ever thanks to the DualSense
Wait, what's a
controller's
Crack in
enhanced
Time number
feedback.
2?
Ratchet and Clank are near and dear to our hearts at Insomniac, and we can't wait to share more with you in the future. But for now, here's another look.
I don't have my PS3 Ratchet and Clanks on the shelf there, so I don't actually know which one a Crack in Time is. Oh, that's quite loud. Okay, before things get too spicy, one thing I have to say is I hate this little thing at the bottom left that says pre-alpha footage. Then they're completely lying to you when they say that. It's not pre-alpha. Pre-alpha would be all you're seeing is blue boxes, green boxes, and Ratchet running around. This is not pre-alpha. Like, this is, if you're gonna be honest about it, this is bait. It's just what it is, right? I won't lie, it does look amazing though.
Was that a Kraken? Or at least
You know the graphics are getting better when the live stream at 1080p just gets so pixelated as shit. Like, because that didn't happen with the PS4 event years back on 1080p. This clearly has more particle effects and things going on that 1080p live stream kind of can't handle it all that well when everything's going down. You know, at like 5,000 bit rate.
Did Dr. Nefarious really resurface after all these years just to try and take over the universe?
So it's the same. It's fairly similar to the reboot that they did for PS4, but just seems a little more refined, which I'm totally down for. You just said it's a new game. Well, they also said the remake of number 1 was a new game because it's a reimagining, so they consider it a new game, but it doesn't mean it's not gonna hash over the same story. Is Tools of Destruction one of the Ratchet and Clank games? Like I said, all I've played is 1, 3, Gladiator, and I've gotten halfway through one of my PS3 ones because my controller couldn't do this gimmicky part where you have to, like, you know, skydive, so I haven't gone through that one either.
That's all of them.
On PS3, I have 2 PS3 ones, but they're not here right now for some reason. So I cannot check which ones I have, unfortunately. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Resonant. As blue boxes could be. Yes, sort of, but... Oh, whoops. Wait, hold on. I don't want to get into this debate now when it's something from Square Enix. Could be a new Deus Ex. Okay, it's not a new Deus Ex. Never mind. But it does look cool. Oh, hello. Nice. Oh, like you can see the dragon's rib cage. That's sick. That does look really good. It does look designed exclusively for the PlayStation 5. No shit. Like what the hell? That's like sitting on a toilet and the toilet says designed specifically for human asses. I mean, yeah. But thanks for joining me, Zeronic, by the way. Damn, I can't even keep up with all this shit. Like I'm trying to look at chat and then a new game again. Rip humans. So I guess this is a world where like the AI is what survived or something? Looks like a cool concept, honestly. It's one of those concepts that could end up being really cringe by the end, or really amazing by the end. It all depends on the execution. But so far, I'm just interested. Detroit, no more humans. And also, if we were to have AI, I would imagine the faces would be more akin to that, to display emotions, honestly. You know, in sci-fi, they always get carried away with giving them, like, these iRobot faces where they can articulate all this stuff, and it's like, you see our attempts at that right now, and it just seems like we're so far away from that, that if we ever did get super developed AI, that they would probably just put some TV monitor on it, not just because of technical limitations, but also to save money. You can't put that on every like AI that's meant to like pick up garbage, right? So I like that as well. It makes it feel a little more grounded in reality in a way. Like I could see that happening, just because even if that's super advanced AI going on in here, you know, the humans who made those AI probably cut corners with like the shitty like, you know, monitor as the face and everything, you know. I do like the controller. Man, 1080p is really struggling with this, I have to say. Can't go higher than that. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't the triggers already adaptive? Like, built-in microphone, headset jack, 3D audio. One thing that really pissed me off with capture cards was when you put your headphones into the controller with PS4, then your capture card would capture no audio. Hopefully that's fixed with the PS5.
Making games used to be about these constant trade-offs between the artistic vision and technical limitations. With PS5, we're not going to be burdened like that. We're going to be able to realize our artistic vision a lot better. It's got a ton of horsepower, which is very easy to unlock, and it's a machine that's really easy to develop.
I mean, you're still going to be burdened,
PS5
though.
will present a paradigm shift as to what players will come to expect from gaming. Will let us tell stories, make worlds, create gameplay.
Skate 4, that would be crazy. But isn't Skate more of an Xbox thing?
Please take a look at this new franchise for Worldwide Studios, coming exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Some Minimin. Some who? Oh. Let's pay attention to the screen again. No Man's Sky 2.
Over and over, I relive my first moments on this alien planet. The crash. The attack. My death. The crash. The attack. My death.
What is this, like some Edge of Tomorrow kind of thing?
In this endless cycle. Even death is no escape.
Facial animations still look kind of awkward.
This planet seems somehow different. As if changing. This world is becoming part of me. Infecting my mind.
They stole that shot from Gladiator.
The longer I spend here, the more I can feel my sanity slip away. But I cannot lose hope. My only choice is to keep fighting. To keep looking for answers. My only hope is to break the cycle. Before the cycle breaks me.
I'm down with it. The name's a little dumb, but I'm down with it. I could see that being a really fun game. In terms of story and stuff. The gameplay looked cool, you know, but the story's probably what would make that a good game. Yeah, I was thinking Prometheus for a second as well, EAB. Anthem 2, yikes. I feel like I should know what this is just by looking at it. Reminds me of a Pokemon, but that would be Nintendo. So it's not Pokemon. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not Pokemon. Is it a Little Big Planet, maybe? Oh, I think I called it. Bro, I'm such a genius. This is why you watch me, okay? That was some 500 IQ stuff right there. I never actually played a Little Big Planet, though. It looks fun. Karen on the moon. The Karen meme is so stupid and dead. At least it's my opinion. Probably something I'd watch YouTubers play, not something I'd buy and play. What, that game? Fair enough. For me, with story games, though, I like to experience it firsthand and, like, watch some YouTuber play it. So I feel like when you're the one playing, it changes it a little bit. But if I'm really broke, then yeah, I'll watch a YouTuber play it. PS4 Mario? No, PS4 Mario is more like Crash Bandicoot. Little Big Planet lets you, like, make things. So if anything, I guess it's like Super Mario Maker, maybe? Well, it's like a mix of Mario Party, Super Mario Maker, and just, well, any platforming game. Oh, they're playing the Rocky theme. At least they were for a second. I'm surprised it's not called Little Big Planet and they're calling it Sackboy. But it is the Little Big Planet franchise. Oh, what the hell is this? I sense cringe. I mean, it's probably one of those things where the game will be fun and the trailer's like, yikes. I'm conflicted because I've always loved demolition derby type things. I mean, the first Grid game had one of those and did it so well, but I also feel like, in a way, even though it's a very underutilized genre, if you want to call it that, in a way I also feel like it's become so generic and just like, I don't know, nothing in this is really impressing me that much. Nothing in this trailer, I mean. There's stuff in the conference that's impressed me, obviously. But I mean, I can't. I'm just judging the trailer. Maybe the game's really fun, you know? Doesn't look horrible. Just looks like something that I could go through the whole of the next game gen without playing, and I would feel like I've missed nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those games that, like, if you got it for free, you'd have some fun, but otherwise, like, you just forget that it exists. Well, now it's not really Rocket League, but I get the comparison. Car go fast in arena. Why do they keep doing these weird, like...
Hello everyone, my name is Josh Greer, and this is my brother Mike. We're from Ember Lab, a small team with a background in film and animation.
And we're very excited today to share with you the first look at our new game. It's a story full of adventure and charm that has themes in personal growth and redemption. So please enjoy.
I swear, if the guy on the right had hair, they'd look identical. I guess they are brothers, so... Oh wow, this is really quiet.
You sense the power that flows through this land. Yet, you do not fully understand it.
Looks interesting.
Driven by the belief that you can help these troubled spirits. You cannot hide your weakness from me.
Looks like Hellblade sent you a sacrifice, but for like 5-year-olds. Nah, but I'm kidding. I mean, it looks cool. It looks interesting.
Have no power here.
God, off the gravy. Sorry, whenever somebody says you have no power here, I just get right. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you just showed me a double jump. I'm gonna need to see more gameplay than that, bro. Why do I feel like they're showing me all the walkie segments? Because the, like, action isn't that impressive. I don't know how I feel. Okay, now I know how I feel. That's really cool. That's really cool. That part at the end sold me, where it like turned like the blackened, you know, area into like. I love those games where you're sort of like purifying the land like back to, you know, normal. I wouldn't say Last Airbender, because that had a very like clay-y type of thing. Last Airbender art style was a little more rigid. Okay, what is this? What is this cringe?
You ever feel like you're just waiting for a sign? To do that thing you've always meant to do.
Oh God. This is so terrible already.
Sometimes I feel like I'm just standing on the edge of doing
I gotta
great
see what the
things.
comments are saying.
But something's holding me back.
L
Maybe it's
L
just
L
nerves.
L L.
Maybe it's the fear that
Skip.
I'll never be as good as what I
L.
imagine. When I'm still just standing on the edge. But if we've got nothing else to lose, Might as well jump.
Man, the people who like Life is Strange are gonna love this game. This is gonna be one of those Life is Strange things where the people who like it say it's so amazing that everybody has to kind of agree with them, because if you don't, well, you know, you're gonna get the Tumblr people on you. You're gonna get the Tumblr police coming for you. Game for furries, yeah, like yikes. I mean, if someone enjoys that, more power to them. I'm just saying, majority of people, I think, I'm not gonna give two shits about that. We need something to balance out that now, please.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, and I'm here to share with you a game that I've been dying to make.
What the fuck?
It's an emotionally engaging story where rescuing is rewarding, failure is devastatingly hilarious, and the memories should last you a lifetime.
Is this the volcano game? Is he talking about the game we just saw, or a different game? Okay, a different game. Thank fuck.
You are no longer a slave, Abe.
E.T. on crack.
They believed, trusted, followed, and it led them here.
What is up with his face? Oh.
The murderous blades.
I know he's an alien, but holy shit, that caught me off guard.
The fate of your entire people
That character's blind.
is up to you.
Kenny vs. Spenny, the game, would be amazing. Looks kinda like a miss for me. But again, most of what I say in this thing is like, I'd have to get my hands on the game before I judge it. I think the problem with a game like this, where it's like side-scroll platform, is they try to hype it up too much. They try to make... like, they should just be, you know, showing it in a more light-hearted way. Because I get that maybe the story isn't light-hearted, but the gameplay's vibes is a different thing to that. So I don't know, you know? If anything, it should have had a bit more of a goofy, like maybe like a goofy, dark vibe, not just a dark vibe. Because the visuals are telling me something different to what the trailer was trying to tell me, you know what I mean?
我々の考える東京のビジュアルを実現できました。今までに見たことのない東京の魅力を見て、聞いて、感じることができます。
Oh yeah, I'll be able to feel it.
これからお見せするのはゴーストワイヤー東京の世界初のゲームプレイ動画です。スーパーナチュラルでミステリアスな東京。
Wait, is that Ghostwire game the thing that Bethesda showed off?
感じ取っていただけると思います。
Like last year, I think.
ぜひお楽しみください。
If so, I want to see more of it because that looked great. Hey, potato top. I think Ghostwire is the game that Bethesda showed off, right?
You see things others can't. Hear threats others don't.
That's a great utilization of the Torii Gates, because the Torii Gates are, you know, in...
Fight when others won't.
In the Japanese culture, the Torii Gates are basically like the entrance to the next life, basically.
It's up to you to save Tokyo.
So it's cool the Torii Gates are like portals to a new place. No, this can't be the game that they showed, that Bethesda showed, because this is very different looking, gameplay-wise. But it looks cool, I like it. Oh wait, I think it is in there. It's like if Superhot was made by a AAA developer, in a way. Yeah, I know the original trailer didn't have gameplay, but I guess what I meant is like the original trailer gave me a different vibe of what the gameplay might be, if that makes sense. I wasn't expecting something first person, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. Or even something so heavy action, maybe. But I'm not disappointed, that still looks good. I was just expecting something else. Overwatch gang sign, what? I love Unreal Engine. When it's utilized properly, it can make games look stunning, like Hellblade. But yeah, some developers don't know how to use the Unreal Engine. I will agree with that. So, the Unreal Engine can look really ugly in the wrong hands. It can have like too much of like a pastel, like a kind of like pasty. Okay, that was an achievement because that like is so visually stellar that it made me stop talking. No idea what this game is or if I'll even like the gameplay, but I like the trailer a lot. Okay, what is this weird filter they put over it? Like, I don't know if I'll even play that game, but it looked interesting. It did look interesting. Click and play is the best game engine. I assume that's a meme because I don't like what the hell is that? Real trap shit. I knew it was going to be some real trap shit. Is this going to be like Smite, but if it was made this year? Kind of looks like a MOBA. This could be what fills that Paragon thing in my life, because Paragon was the only MOBA I liked, and then it got shut down. Look at me now, you held me down, so give me the crown. Yeah, this feels very much like a third-person MOBA. I could easily be wrong, but that's just the vibe I get. That's just the vibe I get. Yeah, I've never liked them using like rap and shit for like games like this. For me, it just makes no sense. Like, give me some awesome fantasy music, you know? Or at least mix the two. Like, mix like fantasy music and rap music even, maybe. Okay, I mean, so we don't even know, but I'm gonna guess that's a MOBA. Just give me Skate 4. Well, they took that from Interstellar. Well, to be fair, Interstellar took it from a scientific drawing. So, I mean, can't really complain about that, actually. Battleborn 2, boys. Nice. It's got a cool art style. But also the art style is really cool, but the world feels sort of... Don't know if that's just me. I suppose when you watch these events all the time and you see so many like new games, a lot of them start to sort of like look the same with this sort of like this sort of art style that was unique at one point, but it's not really unique anymore. I don't know how to explain it really. I'd have to see more of the game, honestly. I'd have to see more of this. I don't know. It looks interesting, I guess. I'm not sure I'm gonna make a video on this event. Because there'd just be so much to cover. That's why I'm live streaming it. I think it's maybe for the best.
It was always gonna end like this.
And it's fun doing it this way too.
All your hard work, all your sacrifice, only sped up the process. Yourself alone.
It's loud.
Only death awaits.
Is it? Yeah, I was about to say, is it a new Hitman game? Because from the first thing, like, it looked like Hitman, and then the middle bit didn't look like Hitman, and then that last shot looked like Hitman. I've never played a Hitman game in my life, so I think they're good games, but I've never played them.
Interactive. In Hitman 3, Agent 47 is back for his most intimate and professional contract in his entire career. This is also the dramatic conclusion for the World of Assassination trilogy. I'm so proud to be here to present a little glimpse of the gameplay where Agent 47 is on top of the world.
Bald head. Wow, you really got to be... He looks good bald though. Oh wait, you mean Hitman, don't you? Listen, there were so many stealth franchises that it was like you had to just pick one, right? For me, what I picked was Splinter Cell and then Deus Ex. So I never really got around to Hitman. I won't lie, this one's kind of selling me though. I love the climbing up a skyscraper vibe. Oh, was that all? I guess he did say a glimpse, but I was expecting, you know, I was expecting a little bit more. Hitman 3, the 8th game. Is there really 8 Hitman games? 7, I suppose. And this would be the 8th. Press the PS button on your controller. Where is it? Are we gonna get something about the... Ah, fuck this shit, man. I was so triggered that I could do, like, none of it on PS4 because it didn't have this stupid camera thing. Yeah, let's be honest. Who cares about this? Astro's Playroom. You can only play one thing if you don't have this gimmicky camera. Are there 7 Hitman games? I didn't even know that. Come on, show us something. Show us something interesting. They got us by the balls right now. They show us all this crap because they want us to stay for God of War and, you know. What I'm noticing with this PS5 event, they're really taking the Xbox approach, you know? And by that, all I mean is Xbox's approach for the past 2 years has been something kind of unique where they just show tons and tons and tons of games. Even like the really indie ones, the ones that probably nobody will, you know, play. That does look great though. That does look great. They mix in the big and the small in like a really large quantity. Maybe my memory is just not serving me well, but I don't remember PlayStation doing that for PlayStation 4's reveal event. Sure, they showed some small games, but not nearly as much as they are here. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing that they kind of taken that feather out of Xbox's hat. I think it's a good idea from Xbox. Even if I'm not going to play these games, it's always interesting to kind of like look at them, you know? And I guess what they're trying to show you is that while his dad is, you know, having a chill time... That was funny. While his dad's having a chill time, his son is out there fending for himself. Maybe. Seems like an interesting story. Elden Ring! Yeah, I want to see that as well. I might have a stroke when I see God of War, me too. Well, not, I mean, I'm kind of expecting that, so. What if God of War 2 is like a massive step forward in time and like Kratos
What's
has
up,
a...
everyone? I'm Zion
Well, God of War 5, I guess.
Pelicans. Here we go. The first ever teaser for NBA 2K21.
Nobody cares about NBA 2K20, honestly. Like, piss off. Not there's anything wrong with basketball games, but just the way that 2K has been doing them recently. Yeah, nah, I don't care. So I'm gonna keep talking about God of War. So, what if it's a massive jump in the future, and Kratos has like a gray, well he already has a gray, but like a gray-white beard, like gray hairs and white hair beard, and Atreus is like a teenager now, like maybe 17, 18, and all that. That'd be sick. You know? They tell you that it's like actually gonna look like that, but just because it's rendered in the engine at real time, it doesn't mean that you're gonna see all that sweat on the guy's face in like an actual just normal match. In fact, I pretty much doubt you will, but I'd love to be proved wrong. I would also love to not see pachinko machines in a fucking basketball game again. That'd be nice. You know, like shit. If they show FIFA, I'm coming off the live stream. So over FIFA now. FIFA was fun, but...
Amazing, aren't they? Half bug, half snack. A very recently...
That's a really terribly put on Australian accent.
This island. Oh, this one's lively. Beautiful seed patterns. Oh, and it's tasty too. Welcome to the island of bug snacks.
I'm not gonna shit on this game because I know it's some people's cup of tea, but I gotta say, you know, this is my live stream. I'm just gonna say my opinions. I couldn't give less of a shit, honestly. It's like cool. I feel like Kratos is gonna die in God of War 2's end, and we'll play as Atreus in God of War 3. Maybe, maybe.
My invitation is open.
Wait, what are you talking about? Me is ironic? If they don't show Brian or Cricket, who the hell's that? I don't want to buy FIFA 21, but they're using Unreal Engine.
with my weenie hands, but I dropped it, and
Don't do it, Resonant. That's how they lure you in. Oh, now I understand your comment. I don't think FIFA's going to use UE5. I mean, it might. Well, Ada, I wouldn't say the game is shit. It's just not my cup of tea. I mean, people loved Octodad, so I'm not going to say it's going to be a bad game. I just think it's not my type of game. I mean, the game definitely took some amount of imagination. Eating fruit and then becoming the fruit slowly. I mean, that's interesting. I'm not going to dog on it. It's just not my thing. How many times are we going to see the fucking buttons on the controller, like, done in a dramatic way? Oh, here's the square. Like, bruh.
Hi everyone, thank you for being with us today for this very special event. But before we get to the end of the show, I have something very near and dear to me.
Not God of War, they would have... Are we not going to see any God of War? This might be one big old disappointment. Elden Ring? I don't know. I'm thinking Elden Ring. Or a new Souls-like game? Bloodborne 2? I don't know. Dark? I don't know. Probably, I'm thinking Elden Ring. Wait, isn't Elden Ring meant to be a Souls-like? Okay, not Elden Ring. Demon Souls. Remastered, I guess? Interesting. I have Demon Souls up there on my shelf. I played through like 10 minutes of it. It was interesting. But
Deathloop is a next-gen first-person shooter about rival assassins locked in a time loop.
This is our unique vision. What Arcane is all about.
Freeform immersive gameplay.
well, a couple games got me kind of excited. Like that one with the stupid name.
Want to see some stylish action? Check this out.
Yeah, it's not Elden Ring. It is cool to be getting a Demon Souls remaster though. Cyberpunk? No, this isn't Cyberpunk. Graphics are too shit.
She is not making this easy.
For a second I thought Cyberpunk, but then... Oh, yikes. This does not look great. I don't want to be mean to the people who spent hours making this. It just looks like scuffed Dishonored with a gun. Just looks like scuffed Dishonored with a gun. Like, why would I play this when Dishonored games exist?
Damn.
Oh, Bethesda Softworks?
Good morning, Black Reef.
Maybe it is tied into Dishonored.
Aren't time loops fun? For everyone else on this island, this place is paradise. A never-ending party
where hunting me is the main attraction. And no matter how I try to escape, they always cut me down. But I'm one stubborn motherfucker.
Okay, I mean, it's interesting, I guess. I'm pretty sure this is meant to be some spin-off of Dishonored. The gameplay's far too similar, and it's Bethesda Softworks, right?
Piecing together the puzzle. There's 8 targets, and they all gotta die before midnight.
Hell, I would call this like a neither. It's like a okay, this game exists.
You thought it was going to be easy?
Juliana Blake, Black Reef's protector, and a real pain in my ass. She may kill me 1,000,000 times, but eventually, inevitably, I will break this fucking loop.
The concept is interesting. I just feel like they've clearly ripped animations from Dishonored. They might not even be in the same universe, but they've just like copy-pasted certain things. Like those camera moves look exactly like Dishonored.
I don't like
And
watching you die. I like killing you. There's a difference.
Let's Tenet the game. Well, if it was Tenet, everything would be in reverse, isn't it? So it's Dishonored Studio, yeah. That explains why everything feels copy-pasted. I hope I'm not sounding too cynical, but I'm like, you know, I'm just saying how I think. His story comes to a close. Whose story?
A young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark,
Slender Man.
the bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch,
Okay.
and into the forest deep.
What is it with that creepy story?
It's just a local tale.
You're really into that stuff?
Quit being so paranoid.
It's gonna get loud.
No! Friendly. Who are you? Who sent you? What's going on? They're coming. Who is?
Shit. Actually looks cool. I wasn't sold with the whole story at the start, but looks decent. But at the same time, somewhat generic, you know? Like you've seen this horror story 3,000 times. Sort of gothic, sort of medieval, blended with like modern times. You know? Oh, I think she just ate his hand. Because she was like swallowing and he had no like hand on his arm. Wow, that makes my wrist feel weird. And it's just called Village. Oh, it's a really? This is Resident Evil?
Chris?
I was getting those vibes, but I honestly thought it was just ripping it off. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was getting Resi vibes, but I thought it was just ripping it off. Because it didn't feel exactly like Resident Evil. It felt like slightly derivative. Well, that actually makes me a little more excited knowing it's Resident Evil because, you know, it's Resident Evil. It's the real deal. That being said, the only Resident Evil I've actually enjoyed is 4. 2 was fun for the 2 hours I played it, the remaster. I just never got through, never finished it. New Call of Duty? I don't know, I see army-looking man walking through city and I just think Call of Duty. But I don't think it is Call of Duty. Yeah, it looks too big-brained for Call of Duty. VIII then showed Call of Duty. Nice. True. Is this Cyberpunk? I don't think so. Well, I know it's a spacesuit, but it looked like a kind of like military spacesuit, if you get what I mean. With like the mask, or the helmet and everything. Didn't look like your regular spacesuit. Yeah, this ain't no Cyberpunk. That's cool though. Looks cool, man. Whoa. Bruh, is she like an AI? I like that. I like that.
What is that?
Okay, what did she say? For me, that was completely... I could not tell what she said.
Our freedom.
Something about our freedom. Lost Planet? What the hell's Lost Planet? Oh, that's coming 2022? Alright. Got time to save up for it then. We better see some God of War 2, man. Well, God of War 5, but you know what I mean. Like the soft reboot that is a sequel, but it continues the story. Sure, what I'm saying. It's kind of like a God of War 2 in terms of the gameplay of the fourth one. Horizon? Zero Dawn 2, maybe? It's got that mix of like technological and like not, you know?
The old ones
Yes, Horizon.
perished 1,000 years ago. They're great cities.
It is Horizon, isn't
To
it?
graves. In their place came new life.
I loved Horizon Zero Dawn, man. It had one of the best stories. Like, it was such an original story, such a breath of fresh air.
And new dangers.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Okay. Soundtrack still popping as always.
Or it will get worse and worse.
Got some new things.
Until it destroys us all. There's nothing I wouldn't do to save this world.
Oh.
No depth I won't explore.
I'm glad there's going to be underwater segments. That's one thing I think was very much missing from the first game.
No secret I won't unlock.
Oh, I'm getting chills.
No barrier I won't cross.
I mean, I know this is a cinematic, I
This
think.
mission is mine
So,
alone. If I falter,
but jeez.
if I fail,
That desert
there
segment
won't
looks
be anyone left
so good.
to stop what's coming.
Oh yeah, right. At the end of the first game, he had his little baddie scene at the end. I will say I never liked the ending to Horizon Zero Dawn 1 because it had that big sequel bait energy, but you know, if I get another game, I get another game. I mean, that's fine. I love it. I love it.
But whatever comes,
It looks like they're expanding it in a meaningful enough way to make a sequel justified, you know?
I will be ready.
Like, if it just looked like more... It looks like they're expanding on it, which is exactly what we want.
On behalf of the entire team at
Well,
Gorilla,
that looked
we're happy
fucking
to
amazing.
share the first look at Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah, underwater
We're
looks
continuing
sick.
Elga's story as she moves west to a far future America.
To brave a beautiful but dangerous frontier, masked with mysterious new threats.
Get ready to explore distant lands ravaged by massive storms.
And take on new, powerful machines as you return
to the majestic world of Horizon.
Stay tuned.
You know,
for
the one
much
thing I
more.
don't like, I guess,
Can't wait
is
for
that
you to get your hands on it.
there's more of a sense of the old world in it, which is cool in a way, but also, like, in the first one, you couldn't tell where the fuck you were on the Earth. In this one, it seems like you're gonna get hints.
Forward to for the community. I think fans are gonna be really pleased.
As a game designer and storyteller, this is incredibly exciting. We're talking a whole new generation of ideas and experiences that we can create for the player.
No matter where they are, no matter who they are.
Oh, there's just a mashup of
New
devs.
experiences like we've never had before.
For
More
like tons of
iconic,
games.
interesting characters, more atmospheric.
You expect it
immersive
to age a
worlds for
bit?
players to explore.
Maybe that'll be for
We
the
want
third game,
wow
you know?
players.
Expect the unexpected.
And I, for one, can't wait. We can't wait.
Well, EAB, that might have been the last little... That might have been the last one.
Exciting. It's really about
For the players and for the players. As a developer, that's an amazing feeling to have.
Oh, wow. Wow. Fine. Now we know why they postponed this during the protests, huh? But I had tons of guys on Twitter with that villain, with the picture of that villain going, "Cancel Sony." I'll be 30 by the time Horizon Zero Dawn comes out. Horizon Zero Dawn 3 comes out. Well, 30 ain't that old anyway, is it? Okay, what is the point? Oh, they're showing us the console? Is this like forming the console in some really weird way? Maybe. I think it is. I think it is. Oh yeah, it is. It's got that trademark like shape. I can see it. Listen, just show us the fucking thing, man. I'm tired of seeing these. Was I wrong? No, they're showing it. Yeah? I think. Looks like a modern art piece or something, dude. I mean, I don't know how to feel. It don't look bad. It don't look bad, but definitely wasn't what I was expecting. I can't tell if it looks good for airflow or bad for airflow yet. But I'm gonna wager on the side of good for airflow. Because it's got ducts going all the way through the middle, and I mean, I don't know. It doesn't look bad. I mean, it looks fine. But it's very much out of left field. So I don't have I don't know yet whether I like it. Oh, and they're showing us the pro version already? Oh, wait, no, one's just the... What? Oh, you can get a version without a disc thing. Bruh. Who would even do that? Well, I guess I am a bit of a boomer. I like to have physical copies of games, but... I mean, like, seriously, who's gonna buy the one without a disc reader to save, like, $50? It looks like a skyscraper in Dubai, man.
We hope
yeah, 50 less or something.
First glimpse of our future today. You've seen our most striking console design yet, and you've seen games that can only be enjoyed with the full range of PlayStation 5's features and power. At PlayStation, we believe in generational transitions, and we put years of work into making
show me the
happen.
price.
We want
Yeah.
you to enjoy the unique benefits of moving from one generation to the next. Thank you for joining us.
Cancel Sony.
We're launching later this year, and we have tons
Looks
more to
odd,
share.
I suppose, but not in a
Welcome
bad way
to
necessarily.
PlayStation 5.
That shot was really cool. Well, it looks like we ain't seeing any God of War. Somehow I almost forgot that we saw Spider-Man. You know, we saw our fair share of big stuff. We saw our fair share of big stuff. I don't think we needed to see God of War just yet.
I will be ready.
Really? That was the only one? What about Horizon? Wait, when the hell was that game shown? I must have been looking away from the screen. Resident Evil 8 looked good? That's true. Play has no limits. Except for the third-party stuff that we don't let you plug in. Like, I feel we're no NAC 3, no Genji 3, no FIFA. Yeah, no NAC 3. Actually, that is an outrage. I completely forgot. No NAC 3? Yikes, dude. No NAC 3? Sheesh. Okay, there are two ways. I got some things right. New Horizon Zero Dawn is what I got right. I expected to see that. I'm trying to remember what else I was like thinking about. Well, I'll tell you what I got wrong. I thought we might see some new God of War stuff. Didn't see anything of that. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Honestly, like, it was okay. I'm gonna go back to the start of the stream so I can hear, like, so we can have some ambient noise here. I wouldn't say it was a disappointment, you know. Yeah, that was it. I wouldn't say it was a... Wait, let me just double check. Yeah, it's over. I wouldn't say it was a disappointment, but Okay, let's fucking calm down over there. Let's fucking calm down. But I also wouldn't say... Like, there are moments where it made me smile and get really amped, but... You know, in terms of looking into the next gen, I wouldn't say it was that dazzling, you know? I wouldn't say it was that. Like, I more just got interested at current IPs, sequels, as opposed to new IPs. And some of the new IPs looked cool, sure, where I was like, yeah, cool looking concept and all that. But there was nothing that really completely sold me to be like, I'm gonna get that, you know? Which is disappointing, honestly. Because I don't know. Of all the like new things they showed, in terms of new IPs, not just like sequels and stuff, I felt like it was all pretty weak sauce. Some of it looked really good, but not good enough, if you know what I mean. I don't know. Oh yeah, no price tag. That's a big L. That's a big L. Horizon Zero. Oh yeah, and Spider. Yeah, Spider-Man. True. Resident Evil 8 looked good, to be honest. Yeah. It's unnecessarily curvy. I don't know if it's unnecessarily curvy, Edith. To me, it looks like that might be for cooling while keeping it slim. So yeah. What looks the coolest to me? I guess Horizon Zero Dawn 2, honestly. But I don't know if that really counts since it's an existing IP. Elden Ring doesn't exist. George R. R. Martin was probably like, no thanks. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll see something about it next year. I can't believe I stayed with this late to be disappointed. Well, that's often how it goes, ain't it? I'm not going to go as far as to say I was disappointed. But I will say I was a little bit underwhelmed. There were moments in this that made it worth watching, I think. But it also didn't make me jump out of my chair. If you know what I mean. I don't know. Meh. You know. It's alright. It was a solid 6 out of 10. This conference, or whatever you want to call it. Now we know why they took the... Never mind. I just realized how dumb that thought thread was. 600 to 700 US dollars for 2 terabyte? Wait, where do you see the price tag? Are you just... Do we have an actual price tag now? Gonna go play Resident Evil 1. Alright, have a nice time, man. If they showed God of War, I would be at least content. Well, I mean, I guess you also got to think about it this way, EAB. Some people would be more hyped for Horizon Zero Dawn 2 than God of War, so for them, maybe that saved the show. For me, I kind of put them on equal footing, so... I don't know, I was kind of hoping to see both myself. No, that was a guess. Okay. Fair enough. I don't know why I expected us to see a little bit of Last of Us 2. I mean, that game's coming out next week. I don't know why I thought that might happen. Oh, the one big thing that was actually a surprise to me was seeing nothing about the new Call of Duty. Because Sony usually is the one to drop those trailers first, because of their deal with Activision. Seeing no COD teaser was a big surprise to me. Not to say that it's disappointing or anything, but just... that was surprising to me, honestly. You know, sleep now? Alright, man. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to say it was disappointing. I'm just going to say it was underwhelming. It was underwhelming. It was kind of like, you know... sure. Cool, I suppose. But, I mean, listen, at the same time, we got... 2 potentially great PS4 games dropping in the next 2 months. So, I mean, what do we really have to complain about? You know what I mean? Well, we'll see when Last of Us 2 comes out whether we got something to complain about. But Ghost of Tsushima looks like it's going to be some mad shit. So, and I'm reserving my judgments for Last of Us 2 until the actual game is out, you know? So, yeah. We'll see what's going on there. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit bored of that music. I mean, I don't know, dude. What can I say? I think that's all I can really say about that, right? How long was that anyway? That was a 1.5 hour conference. Hey, look at me. It honestly felt longer than that, in a way. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like I want to say more about it, but I just feel like there's nothing more to say about it, if that makes sense. See ya, Edith. Like, I want to talk more, but what is there to really talk about? You know, cry about Skate 4. I wonder what IGN's saying, if anything.
So that was a smart, kind of unexpected thing, because I think a lot of us were sort of expecting Spider-Man 2 to come a little bit later. And I think there's a little bit of debate. I saw some conversation online of whether this will be proper Spider-Man 2 or if this is maybe something in between proper numbered sequels. It seems to be likely we're staying within Manhattan, obviously, but the focus will be on Miles, who everyone loved the bits and pieces of storytelling and character building we got from him in the first game, but this is clearly going to put him as the playable character. It's set during Christmas time, so that means they can probably keep people off the streets because it's cold in New York City and you got to stay inside because of the snow. But I like this first look looks gorgeous. Spider-Man is
Demon's
obviously
Souls
one
probably
of
my
the
highlight. I can see that if you like if you liked Demon's Souls, I can see why that would be your highlight. Quite honestly, I mean, yeah, sure, Demon's Souls is sick. That's coming from a guy who only played 10 minutes of it and owns the game, but like maybe one day I'll go through it. Maybe one day. What's the time? 11:24. Shit. I was thinking maybe I could play a little bit of Tekken 7 to end off the stream, but nah, I think I'm just gonna hit the hay, actually. Well, I really appreciate the turnout today, guys. I mean, obviously you were here mostly for the reveal event, maybe a little bit for my thoughts on it, but I really appreciate the turnout. You know, I saw that we were in the ballpark between 6 to 9 viewers most of the time, which is pretty nice. So I appreciated that. You know. But anyway, I don't want to draw this out for longer than it needs to go. The point of the stream was to react to the live event, and I suppose we have done that now. You know, wanted the company. Well, I'm glad I could provide the company, man. Since there's only 4 people here, this might be a little bit pointless, but I'm going to put a Discord server invite onto the thing anyway. So if you would like to join the Discord, here's the link. If you don't want to, that's cool as well. But, you know, I'm just putting it there for those who might want to. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. And compared to other live streams, I'm going to leave this up not unlisted. It'll go into the live streams playlist, obviously. But I'm going to leave this not unlisted because, A, with what we saw in the trailer, it wasn't good enough to warrant its own video, and it wasn't bad enough to warrant its own video, if that makes sense. It was just in the middle, you know? And I don't feel like making a video about something where it's just in the middle, you know, where it's just like, wasn't amazing, wasn't bad, you know? I think since I had most of the core people who watch me here at some point throughout the stream, you know, I think this is just going to be my coverage of this whole thing. So compared to other live streams, I'm going to leave this public forever, like a normal video, I suppose. And maybe those who couldn't tune in now can watch it later. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream/video. Probably a new video will come before a new stream. What the hell am I doing?